Okay, lab assignment 4. So I heard some of students talk about, you know, don't know how to start with, okay, without the the hint. So initially I want to give the assignment, okay, let your guys to figure out how to do this. There's a reason. The first couple questions is very simple, probably only 2 or 3 lines you can finish. Okay, but I don't know um what the question confuse you. Um, you know I also today is due date. I heard the some emails from yesterday. Okay, just beware. Next time if you have any question, please schedule time a Zoom meeting with me during my office hour. Otherwise, you have always have time on last Friday or Monday class or remote Friday. So basically, there's many opportunities you can ask me question rather than the do as the due date ask me question. Okay, so I gave you a lot of time. Um, you know, let you to prepare a question. You know, if you just start your lab assignments, before the due date, like before 1 day, or you just start your lab assignments on the due date. Most time you is not helping, you to finish your home assignments. Okay, so I will give some video hints. Okay, some questions, but not all of them. Okay, so make sure you understand the how to start with, maybe. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. This time I won't give any extension right now. Okay, because I think the most of questions over there is very simple. Okay, maybe just take like 5 or 6 minutes, you can finish all of them. The question one, question two, maybe each of them take like 5 to 10 minutes. Probably if you're very familiar with concept, what is string, concatenation, okay, what is scanner, okay. So I will go the first question first, okay. So first question asks you to write a program, request the user for a domain name, okay. The domain name is, for example, www.ic.edu. Okay, IC is domain name. Okay, so we ask a user to put the domain name and connect to them with www.and.com. Okay, so for example, if user input with Yahoo, so it will print out www.yahoo.com. Okay, so first of all, we need create a application. Okay, so new application, Java application. Okay, um, Lab4, finish. Okay, after finish, we need a Java, okay, main class. Okay, for example, this is question one. You just the question one over there in the main class. Okay, make sure you put your method in here, okay, which enclosed with curly bracket. Okay, in here, first we read the question. We ask a user for a domain, right? So which means we need a class is scan. Okay, so this, okay, because this is a built-in class, we need input. Okay, we add them all. Okay, Then we ask a user to give us the input. Okay, so next, you can next line probably. Okay, so this will ask for user to give the input. Okay, so this, if you see this method, so return type is string, which means if user gave the input, this one will return as a string. So which means we can store them into a variable, which I name as input. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, so whether this one is work or not. Okay, so the user input. Okay, so we can just put the input there. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, we run. Okay, uh, we maybe ask user to do Yahoo. Okay, so the user's input will be Yahoo, right? So after that, what we need to do, we want to add the www, okay, dot and dot com. Okay, so which we can do is we just put the w, straight w dot, okay, using a string concatenation, right? We're using the plus this operator to connect different variable with string, right? If we're doing like this, you can see if it's a Yahoo, okay, the print will be www.yahoo.com. Okay, so I think most of the question you can understand. Okay, for another question, if it's number 3, it should be using a to class, which I gave the very specific example on the PowerPoint. Okay, so decimal format, number format. Okay, so what you need to do is question 3. You just click here. Okay, question 3. The question 3. So basically, we ask a user to input. Okay, to give the input, and this input should be format with the class decimal format and the number format, which contain with dollar sign and at least two floating number with 3 digit, okay, with comma operator. Okay, so let's see this one. I give the example. Okay, so first we ask a user to give the input, right? So this is from the keyboard, so which you're using the in. Okay, once you're using the in, so we want to store the input, okay, from the user, okay, which scan with um okay, first we need the input. Okay, add input. Okay, so next line. Okay, so this is will store the user's input into the put. Okay, so once we're doing this, next thing we need to do is we need to create a format. Okay, so first is the decimal format. Format. That's right, decimal format. So this is a built-in class. We need add them. Okay, so you can see this is the same. We add them. So is format 1. We create a decimal format. Okay, in here is a pattern we need to use to format this user input. Okay, so in this one, we need at least 3 digits. Okay, with comma, at least with 2 floating number. So it's 0 over there. Okay. Okay, we can do like this. Then what we need to do is default one to format, right? So basically we need to do this one because this is user input and we want to format that. Okay, so what will be returned for this method? Okay, it's a string, so we can have another string to store the result. Okay, so it will be um, format one. Okay, to store in here. Okay, is there any problem if we're doing it in this way? Okay, let's see this out. Okay, so we tested that. So okay, so 111. Okay, okay, they give you an arrow that cannot format given object as number. Okay, so basically, it's the problem is from numbers 26 this line. Okay, so input will be the problem because this format, okay, the parameter have to be an object. Okay, the objects have to be a number. Okay, obviously this is string and they do not convert them to the number. So we need a method help you to define it as a number. Okay, to convert number. So we define this one. So what the method we can use to convert a string to the double? Okay, if you know the wrapper class is called a double. Okay, you probably will see this one. Pass double. Okay, if we're doing this, so basically we will pass the string to the double. Okay, then we put the number over there. Let's see what happened. Okay, 111.111. Great. So this will give the number, okay, formatted number we need. Okay, but this one we need a dollar sign as well. So here we put a dollar sign here, save it, and run again. Okay, so another class is using the number format class. Okay, I leave this part for you guys to finish. Okay, so otherwise I think number 4 and number 5 will be very simple. Okay, as long as you know how to use the if else statements or if else if else. Okay, you can use them or using different relational or logical operator. Okay, so here's a problem you may have and give you some challenge on question 6. Okay, question 6 is we read a website from user. Okay, basically we use a scanner class, right? And after we read the website, you should tell the user, okay, this belong to what institution? Okay, for example, if you put the website, okay, is www.ic.edu, which will tell the user, okay, this is educational institution. Okay, if the website is, you know, the last three character is for the MIL military. It will tell you, okay, this website belong to the military. Okay, so there's two parts of the problem you need to figure out. Okay, first the problem, okay, how you get last three character of the website user input. Okay, another part you should use is how to compare with the with how to compare with the last three digits, last three character with the character we provide. Okay, in this if else if statement. Okay, so let's do this together. Okay, I will do some part of them and leave you guys to do this. Okay, so first of all, the same thing. We ask user, okay, to input, right? So it will be scan. Okay, so this is we need input. Okay, so it's input over here. Then we need to ask user to input. Um, Next line. Okay, once we ask user to input, right now, okay, we should get the website, right? So get the website. For example, probably is www.ic.edu. Okay. The next part we need to do is get the last three characters, okay, of this website. Basically, we need to get with edu, right? So in the string method, there is a method called substring. Okay, so basically there's two ways you can to string. Okay, so for example, we want to get substring. Okay, you can see one is to only one parameter, which means you indicate the first start index and start with this character. You just trim this the rest of character, okay, and return with as a result. Another one we trim with the start, the begin index, and end of them. Okay, so they give the example. Okay, so if it's unhappy, if it's two, okay, which means from 0, 1, 2, okay, start with the age and give the result is happy. Okay, so if we check this one, okay, hamburger is start with 4 and stop at 8. So it's 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So start with U, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's a stop at R, and R is not include. So basically, we'll return urge. Okay, so we need to use the method, okay, of this one because we just take the rest of them. We don't need to, okay, you know, train between the characters. So in that example, so many of you will think, okay, probably we can count from here, 1, 2, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we can just start with 7. Then this one will return us with edu, right? So let's say this one. Okay, subdomain. Okay, Let's see what will be returned. Okay, so I want to say ic.edu. Great, it will return edu. We finally did it. Okay, but the problem is user probably gave different website you want. Okay, for example, they want to say using the google.com. At this time, they will return in this way. So basically, it's not very smart way you go to train the last three character. Okay, how solve the problem? Okay, if you look up the method from string, there's one method will tell you how many characters they have. Okay, for example, this ic.edu. Okay, so how many characters there? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. So which means, okay, if we start with 10, so this index is 9, right? 9, 8, and 7. So basically it's 10 minus 3. And this 10 is total number of character. Okay. If we give another example, it's google.com. Okay. So you can see how many characters they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 14. Once we go 14, okay, you see here. So index M is 17, or is 13, right? 13, 12, 11. So basically it's 14 minus 3. So can you find any patterns over here? So basically it's the total number of the character minus 3, then can help us to train last 3 characters. Okay, so what's the method can help us to get the total number of the string? Okay, if you look at the PowerPoint, there's a method that's called the length. Okay, so if total number, okay, is input dot length. Okay, this will give us total number. Okay, if you check, we can just test them out. Okay, total number. That looks it out. Okay, if I using Google, what will be returned? 14, right? So over here, only thing we need to do, we just put total number there and minus 3. Okay, what will happen? Count, right? If we try with a different website, edu, right? If we try with yahoo.com, what is com, right? Once we know the subdomain there, which will be easy, right? If we're using the if statements, right? For example, subdomain equal to edu. Okay. After that, you print out the domain. For example, okay, I will let you guys to do the rest of things. Okay, what will happen? It will go to this true block, or will go to next statement. Is will print out these two or only one? Let's see. If I just okay, I say.com. Oh, it didn't go to this true block. Why? Okay, if you still recall, as I said, a string, we compare string if we're using the equal sign, they actually they compare with the memory, the memory address of them, right? So if they compare with memory address, this basically is two, they are different object. Okay, well, how we can solve this problem? There's a method we call the equals, if you still recall. Okay, and we put this one into there. Okay, let's say we input the same website. Okay, great. We print out this one and next statement. Basically, we get into the true block. Okay, so there's many things you can, to do how to use them. Okay, so try to try your best to figure out this problem. Okay, so I leave all the 6 questions to you. I believe I already, talk about most of the question and how to solve them. Hopefully you can figure it out, by yourself. I encourage you try to read the book and read the PowerPoint we have. Okay, try to review them. Use my those hints to you. Okay, you know where you can find the solution, probably the direction. Then you try to program by yourself. Okay, thank you.